are you doing? Hoping you're doing well, and welcome to Lynn's Corner. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the little things that we do probably every day that negatively affect our mental health. So stay tuned up to the end of the video to learn on everything that I am going to share about. And also remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Remember, it's road to 200 subscribers. Let's get right into today's video. So my name is Lynn. I am a counseling psychology student at Kenya Methodist University, and you're very welcome here at Lynn's Corner. If you're a new viewer, feel very much welcome, and also please subscribe. Let's get right into the video. So what are the little things that we do almost every day that negatively affect our mental health? Number one is perfectionism. For those who are perfectionists, you know that you put a pressure on yourself in everything that you do to make sure that that thing is perfect. You want no errors, you want no mistakes. You're the kind of person that pushes yourself even when you feel like apana. You still push yourself to make sure that everything you do has no error. I want you to remember that we are humans, and it's okay to do mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to fail at times. So perfectionism is a pressure that we put on ourselves that negatively affects our mental health. If you are a perfectionist, please remember it's okay to pull out kidogo and make mistakes. Allow yourself to make mistakes. Allow yourself to explore. And as you're doing this, you'll find that being a perfectionist was kind of limiting you. And once you accept to start making mistakes, you become human, yeah? So the second thing is poor sleep patterns. If you're the kind of person that oversleeps, so you have hypersomnia, or also you're the kind of person who does not get enough sleep, probably due to insomnia. That is poor sleep patterns, and it negatively affects your mental health. As humans, you're told that you're supposed to be sleeping for like 8 to 10 hours per day. If you can afford 8 to 10 hours of sleep, congratulations, yeah, thumbs up for you. But if you're the kind of person that probably life is pushing you that you can't afford 8 to 10 hours of sleep, please make sure that you have a consistent sleep pattern. Be the kind of person that if you're sleeping from 11 to 5 every day, please do that for your body. That continuity is very, very important for your body. Your body knows that from 11 to 5, I am supposed to be resting. It's okay, you can't afford the 8 to 10 hours, but you can afford a good sleep pattern. A sleep pattern where by 11, I am shutting down, yeah? By 5, I am up, ready to start my day. So please, if you do not have a sleep pattern, work on making sure that you get one. Work on making sure that every day by 11, I am saying 11 because this is the time that I find myself sleeping most of the time. So make sure that 11, I am shutting down. If it's social media that's keeping me up, limit it. If it's work, make sure that you push yourself during the day to finish your work on time so that you can have a pattern with continuity. Yeah, that will be very good for your mental health. So poor sleep patterns is something that negatively affects our mental health. The other thing is poor diet. If you're the kind of person that your meal is not well balanced, you do not take enough water, and all those things relating with poor diets. Instead of eating real food, you are snacking. That is poor dieting, and it will negatively affect your mental health in the long run. So make sure that you are eating diets, your nutrition is at its best, yeah? Make sure that your diet is not poor. Another thing is poor postures. How are you sitting right now as you're watching this video? Is your sitting posture upright? Make sure that you always maintain an upright sitting posture. In a sitting posture that you're not affecting your back. You know, as your back is being affected, it's putting a strain on your head. And once you strain your head, you're affecting your mental health. So make sure that you always maintain a good sitting posture. Another thing that is negatively affecting our mental health, I am talking of our, because I also find myself doing this sometimes, is procrastination. Procrastination is where, I am supposed to handing a document by a given time, but you keep pushing yourself to not working on that document until it's too late. Now you have to put a pressure on yourself to work so hard, to work so smart, to make sure that that document is right and you are submitting it at the right time. So procrastination negatively affects our mental health. That pressure that you're putting on yourself and all of this other time you are so relaxed, it negatively affects your mental health. So if you can work on your procrastination, please do. In fact, I don't know why I've said in fact. Work on your procrastination, Work on doing things on the right time, at the right time, so that you don't have to put a pressure on yourself during the last minute. Another thing is codependency. What is codependency? Codependency is where your life as an individual is like almost fully reliant on another person's life. You're the kind of person who you're not okay if your boyfriend has not talked to you. You're not okay if your parents have not talked to you. You're not okay if a certain significant person in your life is not responding to you. Is not communicating with you. So you're codependent. Your life is dependent on that other person. That negatively affects your mental health. What happens on the day when this person wakes up with a mood and is not feeling like talking to another person? Is not feeling like dealing with another person? What happens to you? You're negatively affected. That day your mood is at zero. Everything that you're doing at that day is at zero. So make sure that you're working on yourself to a state where you're not codependent on anyone. I'm not saying that you should not be dependent on anyone. Don't misquote me. But if you cannot be okay if this significant other person is not like communicating to you, please work on that. Work on associating yourself with that person. Not like fully, but that codependency part, that part where you cannot be okay if Fulani is not talking to you, work on that. Another thing that negatively affects our health, our mental health, is smoking and use of alcohol and drugs. You see how when you use drugs you wake up with a hangover and all that. You will not have been going through that if you are not using these drugs. If you are not using this alcohol, if you are not even smoking, you'd not be having these withdrawal symptoms. And these withdrawal symptoms are what are negatively affecting our mental health. So how can you stop these withdrawal symptoms? How can you stop these hangovers? Is if you stop using these drugs at the first place. So work on stop using these drugs. Work on being a happy person without using bang, without using alcohol, without smoking cigars, So work on yourself to stop using drugs and you will be a happy person whose mental health is not being negatively affected. And as I am concluding, this is probably my second last point is not using the washrooms. This kind of people, there's this breed of people that you will stay there when you are pressed. You feel like, oh my God, I need to use the washroom right now. But you just keep on pushing yourself to a limit where you start having pains on your stomach because you're refusing to use the washrooms. And as you're having this pain, remember, before your stomach gets affected, you've already affected your brain. You've already affected your mental health. You've already unbalanced the equilibrium in your mental health. So if you are that person, if you know that as I am talking about this, I am talking to you directly, please use the washrooms. This is the body regulating itself, releasing the toxins in it. And as you're refusing to release the toxins in your body, you're negatively affecting your mental health. So work on accepting to use the washroom. And my last point is something that most of us do. If you're the kind of person that enjoys staying alone, introvert, hello. Introvert being that staying alone to a point where you can find that ukona vitu zinakusumbua but you don't want to talk to talk about them with anyone. You just want to have your problems and let them eat you up to the point where it's affecting you. Yeah, so we are humans. We were created as social beings. Make sure that you have friends that you can reach out to. Make sure that you have a group of people that you talk to during the day, that you don't stay alone for like 48 hours have elapsed and the only people you're talking to, it's through social media. There's no physical contact with anyone. Yeah, so make sure that you work on ensuring that you have regular physical contact with your fellow human beings during your day. Yeah, and I think that's about it for today's video. I bet there are like 10 points on the little things that we do that negatively affect our mental health. On the things that I have talked about, how many do you feel like, Lynn, today? It's like you are targeting me. So please work on those things. I hope that you have liked today's video. Continue liking, sharing, and commenting on it. And also remember to stay tuned for my next video. I know that in my previous video, I promised you something big. This is also big, but what I promised you is not what I've delivered today. It's coming. You know, it's something big and it has to be worked on like slowly, so that I can deliver it to you fully at 100%. Yeah, so stay tuned and keep waiting for it. And also in the comment section, you can like tell me, what do you think I am working on? Yeah, so see you in my next video. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. It's road to 200 subscribers and we are getting there. I love you guys. See you in my next video.